I watch a new film every other day, and today I watched the movie Mirrors that is on Diana Child's TV. When I tell you that, first of all, Diana Child, I've never seen this woman before. I don't know her. Like, I just came across like a clip of a scene from the film that they had both acted and it was like improv. And I was like, oh my God, this looks so good. Like, it looks so dramatic. Then I went to kind of check out a trailer of the film and I was like, I have to watch this. Like, I have to check this out. Like, it's looking like it's going to give drama. And having finished it now, it gave me the drama that I came for. This film, without giving you any spoilers, is about love when it is sweet and when the thing can scatter. And those last conversations between two people that were in love, that got married, but now they are seeking a divorce, like this is in the trailer, So that is the premise of the film. And then we just kind of like watch the relationship like through the different stages and how did we get here. It's very compelling, and I just want to say that Diana Childs, I believe she wrote this and produced this. Writer to writer, big ups to you, sis. Because every writer that watches this will respect what she did. Do you know how hard it is to do a two-character drama, one location, interior and exterior? That's all. Only two people, one location. 1 hour, 20 minutes. Keep it compelling. It's harder than you think. And on a line level, too, oh, Diana ate that up. Diana ate that. The lines in this are so good. Oh my gosh. And obviously, if the line is good and the acting no enter, then mistake could be. But the acting, I need to shout out Kunle Remi. Let me tell you something. Kunle Remi, there is a scene. This is the non-spoiler section, but it's a monologue that he has to give in front of a mirror. This film is called Mirrors. And that scene, Kunle Remi said, let me shape what they call acting. Let me show you what they call acting. Kunle ate that. Oh. Ah! Diana too held her own in the acting. You can see, I personally think, having watched this, that I think I prefer her writing to her acting. Her acting wasn't bad by any stretch. She gave her all too. She gave it her all. But again, in that scene I'm talking about, for example, the monologue in front of the mirror, it's both of them. And you will see what I'm talking about when you watch the film. That like when you're seeing Diana, you're like, Diana, you did try. But Kunle did chew the role. Kunle na actor. And Diana, a writer that you are. See, go and check this film out. It's on YouTube, Diana Child TV. And then when you do, come back because we have a lot to talk about. So if you've watched it and you're ready to now talk about this with spoilers, then spoilers ahead. Let us go. Okay, now that we're in the spoiler section, the first thing that I want to say is that I really love that they emphasized a lot of the good sides. I love that we were able to really also see the positive sides, the loving sides of their relationship, because things get bad, but you really need to see when things were good to really mourn the bad. And the good was good. Like, when he helped her with her father's loss, when they were in COVID together, they playing, watching football together, when things got, hot and heavy between them. Like, the good was good and it was really hot and nice and tender. And then, of course, we can now not ignore the bad. And then, when things start going bad, they start going bad. So we'll talk about those ones now. I guess it all really started going down when the miscarriage happened. And that scene was kind of traumatic. And when like watching her really bleed out on the floor, that was like, I think there should have been a trigger warning. At least maybe Diana. I think put trigger warning for women that like, because that was kind of triggering and very traumatic. But you see, when she first gives him the sock and they're celebrating, I'd already started feeling emotional because I already had a sense that, like, because we already see that she goes into the baby's room and there's no baby there. So when you're kind of now reminiscing the part where she first finds out she's pregnant, you're already mourning it from there, and then seeing her on the floor with the blood, like that was so sad and it was so emotional. And a loss like that can really, really affect a marriage like it did theirs. And from there, I think things just went bad. Because after that is when we now see that, the sex kind of becomes a routine only when she's ovulating. It now is like a chore just for the baby. And then we also see that that's when she now starts getting depressed and she's in bed. And next thing, she's in the tub, she drops the wine glass and now lies about being suicidal for 7 years. Eddie, be so serious. One thing about this Eddie girl that I have to say, her ability to quickly turn tables. That scene when Yemi is telling her like, how could you have lied about that, Eddie? And she's like, don't call me Eddie. My name is Eddie Young, and you will always. I said when he said you really have an ability to always make yourself. I said no. One thing about my sister, she will bring the table right back. Madam said you're not going to come and check me. We are going to check each other. Because I said Eddie Young was always ready to turn that thing right back around, man. Calling her Eddie Young, there's of course not talking about this film without talking about the effects of money on the marriage. And that was a very big pressure point. From the first time when she brings her things into the house and he's like, these things are cheap, they don't fit the aesthetic. It's like, now wow. And then after that, you now tell this woman to like leave her job, come and work for your company. Then after that, you're not telling her that you can't have access to the account without me signing off on it. Constantly reminding her, that I'm the one that owns this one, who owns what, you're the one that I picked from the, of course, that can really be a pressure point. And the money was a definite big part of her whole thing. But the thing is that Eddie Young, once she stepped out on the marriage, like once she cheats and Yemi catches her, and she now owns up to that. I said, Eddie Young, you don't already, because once you're the one that cheated, especially in this society that we live in, where women don't get enough grace for or forgiveness for cheating the way that men do. Once you're not the woman that steps out on the marriage, it's almost like every other thing where you say, he was emotionally, he was verbally, he was kinikon financially. When he always stays, but at the end of the day, now you will go cheat. It really just kind of throws it all back in your face. So really, even at the end, when you now have to, we are watching and we're like, okay, so do they stay together because they've both professed that they still love each other? But do they stay? When she now is looking at him and she says, every time that I see you, it's just a reminder of all the bad that I've done. Like you're like a mirror to me. I understood that because, especially because his reaction to the cheating, he called her every sort of name, Ashawo, you're a whore, you're a this one. Like when she slapped him, I said, yeah, this name calling is kind of a lot. But at the same time, when he was saying that, if it was the other way around, if I was the one that slapped you, this would be, and I was like, that's true. Because even me as a viewer, if he was the one that slapped her, I would have been like, huh, suddenly this is the end with us, you know. But when it's the other way around, I guess we are just as a society more, and understandably so, because when a man is slapping a woman is just unforgivable. Like that is unforgivable. A man hitting a woman is unforgivable. But a woman hitting man is bad. It is still abuse, and we will not act like it is not physical abuse. Nobody should be hitting anybody, but we can't compare them. But you see, even all the things where this man do Eddie Young, the fact that she's the one that stepped out and went to cheat, and then I realized, see, you don't already lose this argument, so I don't really know how you're going to stay in this marriage without always being reminded of it. Like, I think it's also really just affected the way that even Yemi saw her. Like, you could tell that, like, once she stepped out, you're not already letting me touch you. You're already being, like, you're telling me go and do cold shower, and then to now still step out and go and be having an affair. No, too much went bad. Like there was a lot that was good. And this film just really shows that like sometimes you can really love somebody, but love is not enough. Like you can really love a person, it can be all going well. This is 10 years of marriage. But then once that miscarriage came and all the bad just started happening, there's just no going back after what has happened. And that is the sad reality of some marriages and of the marriage that is presented to us in this film. And it was very sad, it was very emotional, but it was very well done. Two actors, just two characters, one location to give this kind of film and performance. People that have had bigger casts and more locations and have not been able to deliver even half of this. So, Diana Child, a big congratulations to you. Kunle Remi, God bless you. Everybody that was a part of making this honor do well. I completely enjoyed this. I really, really enjoyed this. If you have watched this, I'm very curious to know what you think about this film. So please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you've watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I'm the curator of the VDK Film Club, where we watch something new every other day. If you've already reached this part of the video, that means you're now officially part of us. So, follow along, join us. We are watching good things. All right, until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.